mantras of our Divine Mother. Our Divine Mother says, the Divine Grace is always with you, and by your trust, you allow its action to be effective. With always our love and blessings, says our Divine Mother. Sri Aurobindo's Savitri, Book 1, The Book of Beginnings, Canto 3, The Yoga of the Soul's Release, page 13. For him, mind's limiting firmament ceased above. In the griffin forefront of the night and day, a gap was rent in the all-concealing wall. The conscious ends of being went rolling back. The landmarks of the little person fell. The island ego joined its continent. Overpast was this world of rigid, limiting forms. Life's barriers opened into the unknown. Abolished were conceptions, covenants, and striking off subjection's rigorous clause. Annulled the soul's treaty with nature's nescience. All the grey inhibitions were torn off, and broken the intellect's hard and lustrous lid. Truth unpartitioned found immense skyroom. An Empyrean vision saw anew. The bounded mind became a boundless light. The finite self mated with infinity. His march now soared into an eagle's flight. Out of apprenticeship to ignorance, wisdom appraised him to her mastercraft and made him an archmason of the soul, a builder of the immortal secret house, an aspirant to supernal timelessness. Freedom and empire called to him from on high, above mind's twilight and life's starlit night. There gleamed the dawn of a spiritual day. As so he grew into his larger self, humanity framed his moments less and less. A greater being saw a greater world. Darshan Day Messages, 24th April 1961. The Mother's Final Arrival Day. An inner relation means that one feels the mother's presence, is turned to her at all times, is aware of her force moving, guiding, helping, is full of love for her, and always feels a great nearness, whether one is physically near her or not. This relation takes up the mind, vital and inner physical, till one feels one's mind closer to the mother's mind, one's vital in harmony with hers, one's very physical consciousness full of her. Words of our Divine Mother, taken from the Collective Works of our Divine Mother, Volume 2, Book. Words of our Divine Mother. Topic: Elements of Yoga, Part 3, Subtopic: Faith. Page 79. Our Divine Mother says, faith is spontaneous knowledge in the psychic. Faith is a certitude which is not necessarily based on experience and knowledge. Faith, confidence in the divine, and the unshakable certitude of the divine's victory. It is good to have this unshakable faith. It makes your path easier and shorter. True faith does not depend on circumstances. Faith in spiritual power must not depend on circumstances. A faith based on material proofs is not faith, it's a bargaining. Faith first, knowledge afterwards. They who have faith will go through. It is indispensable to keep the faith and the will to conquer. Faith, says our Divine Mother, is the surest guide in the darkest days. In an unshakable faith lies all our hope. The right always is full of promises, and we must face it with full faith and confidence. At every moment, all the unforeseen, the unexpected, the unknown is before us, and what happens to us depends mostly on the intensity and purity of our faith. Our Divine Mother says, if we had a truly living faith, an absolute certitude of the almighty power of the divine, His manifestation could be so evident that the whole earth would be transformed by it. Keep an immutable faith. Truth will triumph. Have faith in the divine and go inside, deep inside yourself. My help is always with you, says our Divine Mother. Have faith and go on. Our best help is faith. The divine is all merciful. With always our loves and blessings, says our Divine Mother. Next subtopic, confidence. Our Divine Mother says there's a great power in the simple confidence of a child. It is with the confidence of a child that our heart implores the divine. The best way of meeting difficulties is a quiet and calm confidence in the grace. Keep faith and confidence and remain cheerful. Be steady and confident. Everybody is imperfect and has to progress. Keep firm and confident. Be confident that you will become what you have to be and achieve what you have to do. One must have the entire confidence in the victory of the divine, and this general victory will include in itself the personal victory of all who will have remained faithful and confident. With confidence we shall advance, with certitude we shall wait, says our Divine Mother. Next subtopic, the Divine Grace. Our Divine Mother says, the Supreme has sent His grace into the world to save it. It is the Divine Grace that must be prayed for. If justice were to manifest, very few would be those who could stand in front of it. Justice is the strict, logical determinism of the movements of universal nature. Illnesses are this determinism applied to material body. The medical mind, basing itself upon this ineluctable justice, strives to bring about conditions that should lead logically to good health. The moral consciousness acts in the same way in the social body and tapasya in the spiritual domain. The divine grace alone has the power to intervene and change the course of universal justice. The great work of the avatar, says our Divine Mother, is to manifest the divine grace upon earth. To be a disciple of the avatar is to become an instrument of the divine grace. And through her meditation, each moment of sincere, confident aspiration towards the divine calls down in response the intervention of the grace. Who can stand before thee, Lord, and say in all sincerity, I have never made a mistake? How many times in a day we commit faults against thy work, and always thy grace comes to efface them? Without the intervention of thy grace, who would not oftentimes have come under the merciless blade of the law of universal justice? Each one here, says our Divine Mother, each one here represents an impossibility to be solved, but as for thy guidance, as for thy divine grace, all is possible. Thy work will be, in the detail as in the whole, the accomplishment of all these impossibilities transformed into divine realizations. Divine grace, thy goodness is infinite. We bow before thee in gratitude. Our Divine Mother says it's only the divine grace that can give peace, happiness, power, light, knowledge, beatitude, and love in their essence and their truth. Question: who's worthy or unworthy in front of the divine grace? Our Divine Mother says, all are children of the one and the same Mother. Her love is equally spread all over all of them, but to each one she gives according to his nature and receptivity. Say, I have received his grace, I must be worthy of it, and then all will be well. Let us give ourselves without reserve to the divine, so best shall we receive the divine grace. The grace is equally for all, but each one receives it according to his sincerity. It does not depend on outward circumstances, but on a sincere aspiration and oneness. Right use of the granted grace, no deformation, no diminution, no exaggeration, a clear sincerity. Call of the divine grace is not noisy, but persistent, very perceptible to those who know how to listen. Next subtopic, the divine help. Our Divine Mother says, whenever there is sincerity and goodwill, the Divine's help is also there at all times. Be ever one-pointed in your surrender and sincere in your aspiration, and you will constantly feel the presence of the Divine's help and guidance. With the Divine's help, nothing is impossible. For nobody would sadhana be possible, says our Divine Mother. For nobody would sadhana be possible without the Divine's help. But the help is always there. The help is always there. It is you who must keep your receptivity living. The divine help is much vaster than what any human being is able to receive. Our Divine Mother says those who will be able to become receptive by the mastery of the psychic upon the ego will know what this help is and will have the full benefit of it. Everyone is given his chance and the help is there for all, but for each the benefit is proportionate to his sincerity. Divine help, modest in appearance, powerful in action, says our Divine Mother. Next subtopic, faith in the divine grace and help. Our Divine Mother says, have a steady faith in the divine grace.
Seigneur, intégralement, elle est mon bonheur et ma loi. May thy will be integrally done, O Lord. It is my happiness and my law. शिवम केवलं भासकम भासकानां तूर्यमतमः पारमाद्यन्तहीनं प्रपद्ये परम पावनमद्वैतहीनम् नमस्ते नमस्ते विभो विश्वमूर्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते चिदानन्दमूर्ते नमस्ते नमस्ते तपोयोगगम्य नमस्ते नमस्ते श्रुतिज्ञानगम्य नमः ॐ नमः सर्वस्मै तदितमतिशर्वाय च नमः ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीअरविन्दाय भगवते श्रीअरविन्दाय ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीअरविन्दाय श्रीअरविन्दाय ॐ नमो भगवते श्रीअरविन्दाय वन्दे देवामुपतिं वन्दे सुरगुरुं वन्दे भक्तजनश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे श्री अरविन्दम् ॐ देवेन्द्र मूलिमन्दारमकरन्द कणारुणः विग्रहं हरन्तु मीराचरणम्बुजरे नमः शरणं शरणं मीरा शरणं 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 मीरा शरणम् ॐ नमो